Welcome, geeks, gamers, ninjas, robots, and hell, anybody else that I forgot. This is episode 96, titled More Star Wars Battlefront Talk and Random Nonsense. Welcome, guys. This is HorsePLAY Live. I'm totally backwards today. Thursday, October 15th, 2015. And then now it's episode 96. 4 more, guys. 4 more. Like, Yogi, this is like the big 100. I mean, damn. I mean, I just hit big 50 on the Sunday dose. But anyway, I'm going to introduce everybody first, and then I can talk to them, because you guys don't know if they're here yet. For those that don't show up to the live show, just listen to our podcast, which we really appreciate anyway. But before we get into all the fun ahead and all this, I don't even know what to call it. I'm joined by someone everybody better know. Not Mike, but you better know this guy. He's the brains, the bronze behind geekantics.net. Everybody's favorite filthy hardcore casual, the man himself, Yogizilla. What's up, buddy?
Everybody's filthy uncle, Yogizilla.
The bronze and the brains of geekantics.net.
The filthy uncle that is very touchy-feely of family affairs. Like, nice to see you, Uncle Joe. Yeah.
Dude, my wife's got an uncle like that. I'm not gonna talk like that.
Everybody's got that uncle. In my family, my father was
I have
that uncle.
Too. It's my dad's brother, my Uncle Mike. You guys, stop
I don't have
it.
that uncle. I have that aunt, though.
What, like, what's up, bro?
Pinchy cheeks aunt? Or huggy aunt?
Yeah, yeah, like, oh, you're so cute. Pinches me with her harpy talon nails.
And of course, you guys see him down there. He's right below us. You guys, he's here all the time. Usually lurking in the background because he's doing something for grandma or somebody else. But the man himself, the Lord of the Rakdoses. Lord_Rakdos. What's up, man?
Nothing much. Finally got a break from doing college stuff.
Nice.
Education, what a drag.
No shit, man. No shit, man. Education sucks.
It could be tough.
Not what I told my son yesterday. You got to go to school or they're going to be dumb like daddy. He's like, okay.
Yeah, my family, we got people taking online courses, homeschooling, so it's like I'm never going to leave school one way or another. It's fun, though. It has its benefits. But, yeah,
So, what you guys been up to? Yogi, how about you? What have you been up to this week, man?
Well, I'm gonna start on a down note at the top of the hour, just because I forgot to mention it last week. But our good friend Chip Sella from the B Team podcast, he recently dealt with death in his family, and man, it's like they always come in pairs. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it really for my wife's grandma, she meant a lot to me just in the short time that I've known her. But it was just it's not so much that her passing, because it was time. I mean, it was just time to go. But it's the family members that are acting like complete fucking retards that are just driving me up a wall.
Yeah,
Like,
the family drama
serious?
that ensues.
You know,
the worst.
I'm not gonna say who it is, but your such and such just died. Why are you acting like a fucking idiot? And I can't say this to them, because if I did, what would happen to me? I mean, Mama would be all over my ass, which we don't want that. So I mean, it's so I was a little bit frustrated with that, and then I kind of fucked up. Come home and did a podcast on that Thursday with Yogizilla, and
I've heard of that guy.
I should have stayed with my wife that night. Yeah, he's a dick.
Is that what set things off? Oh boy.
Well, no. It's not. It's just I fixed it. Just like, and if you think about it, Yogi, if you spend so much time with your wife, right? Or you do the little things like, hey baby, let's go watch a movie, have movie night. Even if it's just you and her or the kids or whatever. but like you're doing stuff with her, it's she's excited about that. She's like, she may not like say, oh my God, thank you for spending some time with me. It might not, nothing may be said. She might call
definitely
you
not
an
my wife.
asshole. She might call you an asshole, but really saying thank you for spending some time with me.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly. So you see, you
But
know the deal. She
every
doesn't
woman-
tell. If she doesn't call me an asshole, then I know she appreciates me.
But what exactly? But like every woman, I don't care who you are, even if you're whatever, every woman wants her time with her significant other. Just how it is.
Yeah.
Guys, we do too, but we don't think about it as much. I'm not gonna lie, I screwed up. I was too engrossed in what I was doing, but now we gotta figure it out. We gotta we're starting a schedule, and we're a serious schedule. Then those some days, then I'll be able to stream, of course. Like you guys know, I love to at least stream on Saturdays right now, and that's working for me. Well, when I can, we're gonna do one on Friday, maybe one during the week. Just it depends on what we can do. But since she has more time to do things, she wants to be able to go. Like this Saturday is Comic-Con in Grand Rapids. And I kind of want to go, but I really don't. That's like my only day that I have nothing. I just fully stream all day long.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out to a con. Sorry. Not that I'm like not even ready for.
Yeah, you gotta prep for those things. But yeah, I just wanted to send our best wishes on behalf of the gang to Chip Sella, aka Captain Chaos, because his father passed away a couple of Thursdays back, actually. But actually, was it a Thursday? I'm pretty sure it was on a Thursday. Was it? I think it was the day before. Yeah, it was a Thursday. It was on a Thursday. And he, like a trooper, he did a podcast that night. Now B Team is not on Thursday night anymore, so he was a guest on Knuckleballer Radio, and and I think that's an important thing to mention too. Like for us, the number one thing, first and foremost, the podcasting is a good therapy. Then we get to catch up with friends, switch up the routine a little bit. It breaks us out of our comfort zone. We talk about things that are on our minds. The same thing for the community. I think that's the most important thing. I mean, it also helps each of us build our individual brands, helps us build our network and all that stuff. But I think the number one thing for everyone is, that therapeutic aspect. That's why I try to tell my loved ones, like, this is really important to me. It's not just my job; it's something that I really need, because if I didn't, especially this show, if I didn't do HorsePLAY live every week, I'd have some really, really bad weeks. But this refreshes my batteries, like, in a big way. Like sometimes my week really starts on Thursdays, to be honest.
Sometimes really after when it's Thursday, I'm like, oh, it's Thursday. Not because it's HorsePLAY live. It's not because of anything like that. It's not because I don't get, I do get to do a podcast. I love doing podcasts. You guys should know that. But it's to the point that it's not about the podcast. It's how late we do the podcast. So then by the time we go, and really, if somebody shows up tonight, Yogi, we got to play Cards Against Humanity afterwards.
All right.
So I'll stay up for an hour and play afterwards, but only if he shows up.
If someone shows up, got it.
And I'll tell you who it is. It's damn, what's his Twitch name?
Is it Goldie?
It's my bowling partners.
Gotcha.
Him and his fiance. But it's something that basically it's not that it's on Thursday. I love it. Wouldn't change it for the world. It's just the fact that it starts at 11 p.m. and ends at 1 a.m. when I'm starting to go to bed now religiously at midnight. So like that extra hour and a half, 2 hours that I'm like, and then I go to sleep, and then I sleep past 8 o'clock, and then because I've been getting up because I got to get up with my son every day and take him to school. And so, and then basically every day I go to the wife's and spend with her. And then I pick him up at 11. Then we have lunch back with my wife. I hang out with her till 3, 4, depends on what day it is. And then that way, like, I've been with her all morning. Like, so she's happier, and I'm happier that she's happier, because then the water is just now lukewarm. So,
well, at least we're not doing 4 or 5 hours
right now.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm out of hot water right now. That's all.
I mean, she's got to be happy. We've cut it back from the beginning, and when we started it a few years ago.
It was like a 3-hour podcast,
We
wasn't
did
it, when we started?
We've had some 3 to 5 hour podcasts.
Like
when we had Soldier.
I remember participating in a 4-hour.
We need to.
Yeah, but you came later. We used to be really bad. We had to chop up the shows. It was so bad.
Yeah. We do need to make a special. Maybe do a 3-hour cast on our 100th episode. Maybe.
Yeah, that's gonna be a community call. So if we go over, we'll just split it up into 2
But
episodes.
no, plan it ahead, plan it to where let's do a 3-hour, and then at the hour and a half mark, we'll actually change topics at the hour and a half mark, so then I can cut it and then send you 2 files for 2 podcasts. So then we're never over time. Would be under time, basically.
I like
You know what I mean? Or at the 2-hour mark, we're like, all right, guys, that's and then we say something, and then be like, this is the extra hour, and we're just gonna get in. We can free ball for an hour as far as I care. I don't care, just something because it's our 100th episode, man.
We could do some.
Shit ton that's almost 2 years. 20 episodes short of 2 years.
We could do some drinking game. We'll do Would You Rather or Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
But that could cause trouble.
We only got 8 episodes until we're at our 2-year mark.
But wait, Andrew just gave us a look. Did you see that look? The face he just made? Have you played Never Have I Ever?
No, and
You
don't want to either.
It's a dangerous game. It's like a grown-up, truth or dare. It's like someone will go around the circle and someone they'll just say something like, never have I ever slept with a quadriplegic midget. And then whoever drinks did that. And you have to try to be as honest as possible. So everybody kind of looks around. If they see someone's hesitating, they're like, you did it, didn't you drink? Because some people try to lie. Be like, I've never done that. I never ate something that fell in the toilet.
Nope. Can't say that I have, buddy.
Okay.
It's dangerous, but it's fun. You probably want to do it with close friends, but yeah, it could get crazy. Hopefully, by the time you reveal something really big, everybody be too drunk to care.
Yeah. Now I am gonna say, guys, I do want you guys to pay very much attention. It's in the beginning of the podcast, so you guys will hear this. We are not canceling the Twitch Marathon, the 48-hour stream. We are not canceling it. Okay. So far, we only have 3 streamers that have actually said, yes, we are going to come. So, guys, we need streamers. Please, please come help us out. It's going to be the last week of October, or the last weekend of October, so the 30th and 31st, going through the 31st into the 1st probably. But what we're going to do is we need to know. We need to know like ASAP, because it's in 2 weeks, and what we need to do is we need you guys to send an email to mail@geekyantics.net and tell Yogi, hey, I want to join the stream team. I want to, even if it's just for this 48-hour stream, that's fine. But tell him, so then we can get you your stream key out, and so we can get you all set up. We can get you the, we're thinking about doing a specific like overlay that we can send to everybody, and it's everything's the same, just a different picture, just a different camera. So we are not canceling that. So we do want to make sure that we get streamers, though, because I'm sorry to say it, we started out with only 3 last year, and damn near 3 did it last year, and it was rough. I'm sorry, it was rough. Like, I couldn't even stay up for anybody else's stream, because I think at one point I did 12 hours, Yogi did 12 hours. Our Yogi started it with 12 hours, and I did 12 hours, and he did another 12. And then I think some other people jumped in and did, helped out with the last, but we were dead for like a week afterwards.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Fatal ended up playing like 2 hours
we
of
did
Borderlands because Yogi just passed out.
Yeah, we were like 72 hours in by the time we,
Yogi's like, I'm going to go get a sandwich 3 hours later. I don't think he's coming back.
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep standing up at that night.
But we do want you guys. We do want some help. So if you guys can stream, we don't care if it's from console. We don't care if it's from, PC. The only thing is we would like you to actually stream from Geeky Antics, just because it's a 48-hour stream for the gang. So what better than to have the gang do it? So if you guys can and would like to join in, please do. Again, send your email to Yogi at mail@geekyantics.net so that you can get your key. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I also want to shout out the UCL. We've been name dropping them a lot, but we're also getting together a stream team for them because we're partnering up. Geeky Antics Network and the UCL. They're gonna be doing more like they're gonna do Twitch, but we're also gonna be doing some stuff on cable television as well. So if you're interested in being a part of that, it's Unified Combat League. Make sure you go visit them. We're still getting out working out the details. Hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have something solid. But again, send us email. Let us know if you're interested in streaming. And it doesn't have to be a huge commitment. Just stream a couple of hours at least to the channel. Help keep it active, and it'll help you grow your audience, and it'll help us keep the channel active. Everybody wins.
We do want to say that during the last week of October, if anybody does want to minus the 30th and 31st, because we need you guys for the 48-hour, but for that week prior, what we're going to be doing is the beard's probably going to change colors. Depends. I don't really know yet. But we're going to be streaming some horror games, so look out for that. Even if we're going to have people streaming on their channel, we're going to be hosting some people that are doing horror games for that week of Halloween. So, and guys, don't forget, close date for the votes for Obi's Beard is the 31st at midnight. So I will be streaming then. October 31st, trying to get that last push. And then more than likely, depending on what's going to happen, how many people we have, I'm going to actually shut my end of the stream down at midnight. So then once midnight hits, no more votes can come in, and then I'm going to tally up, and then basically what's going to happen that following Wednesday, or the next time that I stream that my wife is here, she's either going to shave or you guys will see it next week, the following week. So
save the beard.
Yes, save the beard. But you guys can go check that out, geekyantics.net/Obi's Beard. Guys, please help. I'm begging you guys. And I don't like doing this. I hate begging, but I'm going to. Please, guys, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, anything, Pinterest, Instagram, etc. Everything you guys can fucking share it on. Share it, please. We want to keep the beard. We all do. All three of us in here. We want to keep it because it keeps our face warm. It's us. So, and of course, we have that lady over there that wants me to shave it off. She was mocking about that shit earlier, too, at the bowling alley. I was like, get away from me. I wouldn't let her touch it. Like, it's, like, soft right now, like, because I just shampooed it and conditioned it, so it's, like, really soft. And I wouldn't even let her touch it. But, yes. Guys can also use some hashtags. Hashtag save or shave. Hashtag save the beard. Hashtag shave the beard. Hashtag Movember. You guys can use all those. But you guys have anything else you guys want to share?
No, that's pretty much it. Yo, did you just do that?
I did.
Hey, Yogi.
Yeah.
You didn't convert to PS4 by chance, did you?
No. Do I have a doppelganger?
There's someone on PS4 with the tag YogiZilla.
Oh boy.
I was playing Battlefront against him.
That's so wrong. Yeah, I think there is a doppelganger out there, and I actually was getting someone's email and someone else pretending to be me. I actually had to contact Sony.
You?
I know, personally, someone important, but I was getting like a bunch of like Sony like PlayStation Store deals. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Like I don't have an account with Sony, nor do I want one. Please remove me from your mailing list. They, of course, being Sony, they made it super hard to unsubscribe or report the issue. Like,
Of course, they don't want to lose followers. They don't want to lose subscribers.
like getting
I
all
do
this
not wish
crap.
to subscribe to your newsletter.
Yeah. But guys, tonight on the show, for those that are like, come on, hurry up, let's go. 15 minutes of banter is over. Tonight on the show, guys, more Battlefront movies and TV talk. We do want to chat with some of you guys, so call in. Please do. The rest of the show, kind of a surprise. Hell, I don't even know what's going to happen. Serious. I don't read the show notes. No, I didn't read them today. And they're usually up about a half hour before the show, so.
Hey, they're up before that. I just do last minute tweets before that.
Throw you on the bus.
What?
Seriously. Not trying to throw you under the bus, man, but what, you know. If you guys are new to the show, welcome to our silly party.
Woo!
He's got written in here. Obi stares at Yogi, so I was staring at him. So anyway, he did it right. Guys, HorsePLAY Live is where geeks come to play, and well, we get in trouble too. Well, Yogi does most of the time. I add to it though. But we are the flagship talk radio show for Geeky Antics, network in collaboration with allgames.com. Our show covers all the aspects of geek culture with a special focus on Indian strategy games, as well as we talk about technologies. Did I mention we rant like with the best? We rant like motherfuckers, just because.
No.
Of course, no. Yeah, we do. Don't lie. Don't you dare lie. But also, we cover some issues that geeks face every daily, of course, within community events we try to get into and put on ourselves. Sometimes we even talk about a little bit tabletop and retro gaming. And food.
Always.
Why not? Just because. But now, Yogi, tell them a little bit more about the show.
So if anybody was wondering why I was laughing, is because I have on my stream, I have like a slideshow, and one of the animated GIFs that I have on there is a cat shaking his booty, and then Shaq shaking his booty, and it goes back and forth, and I don't know why that made me laugh. It's a good meme. Anywho, so since we're a late night show, tends to be delirious and particularly sleep deprived, anything will happen, anything goes. And, you know, we definitely take advantage of that explicit tag. But, you know, we're just having fun, you know, and definitely not a family show. I'll say that. Well, the name like HorsePLAY Live, you know, you gotta expect shenanigans. So remember, everything's in good spirit, everything's for funsies, you know, just come join us, have a good time, keep an open mind, and everything will be cool. That dude, Fable, thanks for the follow.
Alright.
Yeah, I think it covers everything. H1Z1, is that we have a request for, are people still playing that game?
Yeah, I play it all the time.
Really? That was like big for like the first week it came out, then it was, like people stopped playing it.
I still play
Yeah,
it.
and then
I
everyone
have
just went back to Daisy.
I won't play DayZ anymore.
I mean, H1Z1 is definitely better than DayZ, but DayZ has good potential. It's just, Anyway, we won't get into that right now.
It has potential, but it's already made so much money in alpha, I doubt he'll ever actually finish it.
Right.
Yep. Sadly,
Yeah,
that
no-
happens. No motivation for him to finish it.
Interest.
What
Yeah.
can you do?
Well, I mean, the only thing that I really play on it is the battle royal. I don't play anything else. Like, I don't get in this world and actually live, and I don't do all that. Like, if I had people to play with, I would, but I don't. It's not one of the main games that I play. So it's like, I mean, right now it's all about getting geared up to, you know, with WoW. So. And of course, I play Counter-Strike, but we don't stream that. And then we get the farm sim.
Yeah, you've been on a farm quite a bit lately. Every time I look for you, you're on a farm.
Yeah, we're trying out new mods and getting the mod packs all squared away, and we got some updates we had to do, and Yeah, but everything's looking really good. We got a freaking cow trailer that holds 120 cows.
What the hell? That must have cost you a buttload.
Well, no, it's like it's like a mod. Like, you know, like if you drive down the road, right, and you see a cow trailer on a truck, it's usually on one of those lit up Peterbilts or Kenworth or something like that that can go 150 miles an hour. One of those, it's like bright red and it holds 120 cows or slaughter cows,
Jesus.
which are, you know, half the size of real cows in the game anyway. But guys, don't forget, Horseplay Live is every Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific, on Twitch channels Geeky Antics and YoEzilla. Horseplay Live replay is also available earlier on Thursdays at 5 p.m., approximately 5 p.m. Eastern on allgames.com. So you guys can go over there. Give us about 5 or 10 minutes. Would very much appreciate it. You can even mute it, leave it in the background, but it would help us out. Give us a number count anyway. Yeah. You ready? Yo.
I am ready.
It's time for the obligatory news and rants.
Ding. I wasn't sure if you're gonna say with YoGiZilla. That's when you do it, Sows. Give me your breath.
Yeah, forgot. It's not written down.
Well, you switch it up, so.
Yeah, got to keep you on your toes.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you throw me for a loop. So,
It's in the news.
the first item is Elder Scrolls Online, which just released. It was like at least 2 or 3 weeks ago. They released the Imperial City. There's a little area in Citadel you couldn't go into all this time, and now you can finally go into. I found out the hard way you weren't supposed to be able to go there because it was a DLC area that wasn't built yet. Yeah, don't try that without the DLC because it hurts. But they opened that up, and now they already have something else coming up, and it's the Orsinium expansion, which they promise is going to have 20 hours of new content. That's interesting because they've gone free to play, sort of. Like, they're not really free to play. You got to buy the game, but. They got rid of the subscription thing, but they still have like the Elder Scrolls Online ESO Plus thing, which is $15 per month. So you can do that instead of just buying the content up front. And then, so they say that if you have the ESO Plus, you'll get it for free as part of your subscription. Otherwise, it's like 3,000 crowns, which I think translates to $30, if I'm not mistaken. Or $25, something like that.
Well, that's what I really believe, and I'm sorry to come off topic on here, but I really think that's what Blizzard's gonna go to for WoW.
I think so. They should have it.
More expansion. We got the expansion coming out next year. It was announced. Okay. BlizzCon's gonna have all the new shit coming up on the 6th and 7th of next month, and I really honestly think and say that for the people that stay, any new content that comes up that you would actually have to buy, you get it for staying with us because they've millions and millions and now with Heroes of the Storm going esport, and you got Hearthstone going esport, dude, this shit's blowing up. Like, people are buying cards left now, like buying packs just so they can get the cards that the pros have.
Yeah. It's just funny, too, because this is something I just thought about the other day. It popped in my head again. You see a lot of, like, places, if you go to, like, conventions especially, like, they have a lot of, like, booths set up, or if you sign up for something like, let's say, Marvel Unlimited, they'll give you really cool swag, right? But it's for, like, for new subscribers. So people that are already subscribed will actually cancel the subscription so they can subscribe again and then get the stuff, And it's just funny, like, you would think.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's free stuff. Who's gonna say no to that? It doesn't matter if it's a pen or a T-shirt.
Until they say, well, you can't. You got to wait 30 days before you do that. So, well, I guess I won't use you guys anymore then. So
yeah,
that's how you're gonna do it. You want 30 new subscribers? Okay. Hey, 4-year-old son, come here. Subscribe. Thanks. Well, I'm paying for it anyway. Whatever. So I'm gonna cancel my other one. So I'm just gonna use this one. Thanks.
Yeah. It's stupid. What they need to do is just reward the most loyal people, you know?
Hmm.
Because it's the same thing like in a supermarket. You're rewarded actually for buying less stuff. Like the express lane, that's what it is. You know, if you think about it, it's kind of backwards. The people that are buying lots of stuff should have an express lane. You know?
Well, the express lane though is actually like it's shorter. It's got a smaller belt. There's not a big open area for all the groceries to slide down. It's
Right.
just a cashier and a turntable with eight bags on it that she can turn and fill up the bags, and you got to fill your own cart up.
What I'm saying is it's just the same. I know why they do it that way because it's easy to execute, but like they're actually rewarding the people that are not putting as much money into their business, and I think that's what I see with these MMOs. It's like, well, make it so that there's some perks for loyalty, like random prizes, like hey, if you know,
Well, there is now. There's own self checkout.
but like look at like a typical MMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you, let's say randomly, oh, if you subscribe for us 6 consecutive months or 6 consecutive years, you get X prize or bonus thing. You know, like kind of like what Blizzard did with the WoW, the 10-year statue thing that they started sending to people. Yeah. Stuff like that should happen more often. They should be investing more to people that have been loyal a long time. You know, still make it accessible and enticing for the new people, but reward those people that have been there for the whole time. People that have the monthly charge going through, and they just maybe they don't play anymore, but they just let it keep. You know, they keep paying it because it's too much of a hassle to cancel it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So ESO plus $15 a month is you know pretty reasonable. I mean, and this particular expansion is saying that there's going to be 6 new world bosses, so that's pretty exciting. They're going to have more lore, more stuff built around, more stories and quests built around the orcs. And they got new music and a bunch. It's a pretty massive expansion. It looks very good too.
The new one coming out, yes, and they're actually with what they did, and this is not a WoW podcast, guys. But it's with what they did. You can go to AIM podcasts, and they talk about WoW. But what they did with Cataclysm and then into Mist of Pandaria, where they started the garrisons, well, not Cataclysm, but Mist, where they did the garrisons, that basically forced everybody to not go back into the main city where you have been before, but stay in your own garrison and work on your own shit. So then it's not a community game anymore. It's basically it's a single player solo game. Lord Rakdos right now is bored as shit. I can tell. He's like, oh my god, so bored.
That or he's watching a fly, or he's talking to someone else. I can't tell, but it looks like he's watching a tennis game because his eyes are moving side to side. Yeah, he's got his muted. He's talking to someone.
He's praying, man. He's praying to God right now. He's like, please, God. I don't want to listen to Yogi and Obi talk anymore.
Oh, my God. But,
no, I was bargaining for food with my brother with DM stuff.
Hey, Shadow.
It's like, I'll
gonna set my room on fire.
I'll give you 3 extra experience points next session.
Just tell him, hey, tell him this. Tell him, hey, I won't kick your ass unless you give me what I want. That works, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yo, dude, seriously.
Yeah, like, seriously, get out of my face, homie.
Hi.
Get out of here, Shadow.
Oh, I didn't see him. I just missed him.
Yeah. Hi. Look like Mr. Bean's ass or something. Where are we on? Elder Scrolls. Go ahead.
Yep. Obi, your camera is slowly turning to shit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm lagging wicked tonight for some reason.
I'm lagging too for some reason. Internet's got some bad juju going on. But what else? You know, Orsinian and this is gonna be pretty cool. I hope I'm saying it right. I'm kind of more curious. I don't know. I don't put enough time into Elder Scrolls to justify ESO Plus, and I don't like having extra bills. I'd rather have one and done kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if I have to choose one right now, it'd probably be Imperial City because I hate like going to Cyrodiil and there's a huge area in the middle, huge that could be its own country that you can't get into. I've tried every like one of my missions when I first played the game and I didn't know what was going on. I kept trying to go into the Imperial City and I didn't realize you weren't meant to. So I'm trying to climb up walls and go all around and fight enemies that are actually unbeatable. I mean, why aren't they dying?
You get them down to like half health and they go healing potion. Bing.
Yeah, like it's just ridiculous stuff like that. But you know.
You have to one-shot them or they just come back.
Well, yeah, I even brought a huge party with me and it didn't make a difference. I even tried soloing them one time. That was dumb. There's NPCs there to help you, but yeah. But I'm really curious about what's there.
They got some developer news on D3, I heard too.
Yeah, so D3 has announced that Marvel Puzzle Quest, a game that we used to play a lot, but I don't play it much anymore because it became kind of a job, especially playing on the B Team Alliance.
We're not talking Diablo 3, guys.
Yeah, the developer D3. I think they're also known as Demiurge. I think it's the same company. If I'm not mistaken.
He's like, all right, we're talking about Diablo shit.
But yeah, the Marvel Puzzle Quest is coming out on the consoles. The interesting thing about it is that it has a MSRP of $15 or $14.99, one of those two, which is really weird. So apparently D3 says that they're doing this because there's not going to be any IAP, no in-app purchases. So you can earn everything just by grinding. So you buy it up front and then everything's free. But of course, they can't resist the urge to have DLC. There may be DLC packs or bundles, and of course there will be. But the good thing about it is that you can.
No one releases a full game.
Not anymore.
I mean, $15 is a pretty big proposition. I mean, I want to get the Yu-Gi-Oh game that came out, but $15, like, ooh, I love Yu-Gi-Oh, but $15, I'm like $15 to me is like, it's a little tough.
Heart of the cards.
You know, it's like, if it's $10, that's like price to go, but $15, I think about it a little bit more. You do that 4 times, $60. Being it has $15, that's not bad of a game. It's a great game. It is really addictive. But the biggest chore with Puzzle Quest, or Marvel Puzzle Quest in particular, is that you have to get like multiple copies. They have comic book covers. The comic book covers are your cards, and you have to get multiple covers of the same hero to be able to upgrade them. But then on top of that, and they're random drops, and then on top of that, you have to spend ISO in order to upgrade them. And they had all the other currencies like hero coins to open up roster slots. So supposedly they're getting rid of that for $15. That's what they're getting rid of. The no ISO and no hero coins. So the only thing you have to worry about is just grinding to get the drops. So you know, I'm actually kind of tempted to get back into the game. But then again, what makes it also fun is that it's a mobile game, so you can play it while you're on the throne.
I might have to join you in that then.
Yeah,
I mean, see how much I'm on Blizzard, right? I'm on Hearthstone a lot now.
Yeah,
why?
Yeah,
this baby right here.
I see you on all the time, but it's funny. Every time I go on, I see you go off. Like, did I say something? I don't see you log off when I get on.
I did that today when I was, or yesterday. What's today? Wednesday. I did that yesterday when I was I had to spend time with the wife. I got on about 10 o'clock or so. Played a game, and then I usually leave about quarter to 10, 11 o'clock, quarter to 11 o'clock to go get Cam from school. Well, then as soon as I come out, I was like, oh, Yogi's getting on, and I got off. She's like, why'd you do that? I said, because for like the last 2 weeks, every time I get on, he gets off, and every time I get on, he'll like get online and then not say anything, and then every time I get offline, he'll ask me later, like, why'd you get offline? Like, why didn't you say anything to me?
So, I have to say, when I get on, lately when I've been getting on Battle.net, I just, like, get on, play a couple of games, and then I get off. So I don't even say hello to anybody. Because it's really awkward on mobile. Sometimes it'll lag your game. Especially, I'll be listening to a podcast in the background, so that's not good, too. It doesn't matter if your phone, like, I have a quad-core processor on my phone, for whatever that's worth. And sometimes it's, like, still like, please stop it! Too much multitasking!
Yeah.
But this is interesting. There's no official release date for Marvel Puzzle Quest on the console. And I think it's coming out on PS4, Xbox One. I'm not sure about the other ones. Another thing too is that they're limited, or maybe it might just be Xbox One. I don't remember now, but it doesn't matter either way. Another reason I think they're doing the $15 price is because I think the way the pricing works, revenue share works on the consoles, they might have to subsidize it like that rather than making it free to play. But there's other free to play games on this. I don't know. It seems like it's a deliberate business decision. The problem with that is that anyone that's hoping for crossplay between Steam or Android or iOS, kiss those wishes away.
Not gonna happen.
But yeah, actually, another thing, and for more news on this, the B Team podcast for October 6th. They've been talking a lot about Marvel Puzzle Quest, and they always bring up Puzzle Quest. They were also talking about Soma, the game from the developers of Amnesia. Swarren was saying that actually Soma is the game that Amnesia should have been. Like, Amnesia's kind of overrated. But I'm hearing a really good thing about Soma, and I'm tempted. This could be a game maybe we'll play as a team this month, at least for the last week of October or the 40-hour stream. So, I have it on my radar. Someone else mentioned another game. What was it? I wrote it down on a Post-it note. I think it was called Delirium? Dementium. Has anybody heard about this game? It's an older game that's being re-released.
I've heard the game. Never seen anyone play.
I hear it's actually really spooky. Yeah, it's an old portable game. And they're redoing it on Steam, I think. Dementium. So that might be another one to check out. So, we're playing something other than Five Nights at Freddy's or Outlast.
I don't have any. I tell you the truth, I don't have any horror games.
I don't have too many either.
I don't have any horror games.
Among the Sleep.
Which one?
Among the Sleep. That shit is scary.
Among the Sleep?
No, like I said, I for the October for the 48-hour live stream, I will definitely play some, but I don't have any. So if you guys want me to, you guys gotta send me games. I don't buy them because I won't play them.
See, I have a lot of horror games. I don't have too many I can stream right now on my current setup while I'm getting the gaming rig back up and running.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. Like, I can stream it, but it won't be the best quality. So.
Why don't you just go play Xbox?
Hey, stop that! I'm picking up tones.
Not for me or not. I've been playing City Skylines too. Morg's fault.
Yeah. You started like 2 weeks ago, so you're hooked on it now?
Fuck yeah, dude. God damn it, Morgana. I'm so mad at her right now. She got me hooked on that shit. She's like, yeah, it's fun. I was like, you know what? I'll try it. It's on sale. $10. Why not? Pick it up. God, I should have done it.
I told you you'd get into it.
Like my city, I had like every time I start my city, and I won't connect the roads right away, or I'll start putting houses in, and then of course they won't the road's not connected, so people won't come in and buy the houses. Well, then the road's not connected to because I don't want people to start coming in because they don't have nowhere to go, right? So then I build all the buildings up to where I have almost no money. And then I'm like, what am I supposed? I can't build roads, so I got to start all over. I finally got a saved game to where I can start good. Shadow, what are you talking about?
He's speechless now. He's saying, what was the game? Along the Sleep?
Among the Sleep.
Among the Sleep. Okay, that's a whole different thing. I haven't heard of this one. I haven't heard anybody talk about it.
What did I give into?
I like horror games. One of my favorites was, it was kind of a sleeper on the GameCube, was Eternal Darkness. I really like that game. It just messes with your head. It's more psychological than anything else.
Among the Sleep is one of those where you can't actually fight back. Your only option is run and hide.
See, I like that, if it's done right, because like Outlast is
You
cool.
play a small. You actually play a baby. You are a baby hiding from the monsters who have turned themselves.
Wait, I have heard of this.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, now I remember the premise. I don't remember the name. Among the Sleep. Okay. Is this what platform is that on?
PC. I think PS3. And yeah, I think that's it.
Is this like a last gen game?
Oh, it was originally a PS. I mean, it was originally a PC game.
Okay. Was this like before or after like Lucius?
Hmm?
You know Lucius, the one where you're like the devil's son.
Not Panda said in chat. Oh, the one with the teddy bear and you play as a baby.
Yes, the one with the glowing teddy bear, who through the entire time thought was going to eat me.
Yeah, check this out. And Bearden Hat's a fan of the Eternal Darkness too.
Hmm.
Stupid.
Oh
teddy
wait,
bear.
is Shadow Wolf inviting you to City Skylines afterwards?
I don't know. I have no. Shadow talks in like one-word sentences that only makes sense to him. So until he actually puts the whole sentence together, bet a few seconds in there, dude, and actually put the whole sentence together. But yes, we could play it sometime.
Skylines.
Dude.
Do we even have Skyline?
City Skyline? I don't know.
What else
You
we
play
got?
Skyline without me asking you, you little prick.
Little brothers quarrel. But so yeah, hey, in the movie world. The movie world, Transformers movies have been confirmed for the next 10 years.
Yeah, dude.
I'm
The
unsure how
one
I
thing
feel about that.
exactly.
Yeah.
The one thing I thought when that came out, because I heard it on what was it? It was some like entertainment, something like 60 Minutes, but entertainment wise, not boring bullshit talk.
Okay.
But it's like they were said, Transformers are going to be making movies for the next 10 years. I'm like, how are they going to how are they going to come up with content? Like literally, and not like rehash shit.
Well, there's enough stuff. Like if you take the comics, the first generation cartoon stuff, and then the expanded stuff like Armada, they have enough to work with. But the problem is, it's Hollywood.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. Hollywood, they're going to do the same thing, and the bad guy comes back and gets fixed, and then they got a new nemesis, and guess what? They're going to win again because they're the Transformers. Transformers engage.
I personally would not mind if they like reboot. I'd be more excited about a new cartoon series that takes all the previous stuff and
You
takes
need
it
to
more.
watch Rescue Bots.
Oh my god!
Have you seen it?
Oh wow!
Transformer Rescue Bots. I just watched the series. It's a cartoon. I love it.
I forgot they have a lot of stuff out there, but I would like just like a series that takes like the more serious tone of like the comic books and like the original Japanese stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and then like they do like Beast Wars and they do all the comic
Beast
books.
Wars was the shit.
Hell yeah, do like the original comic book stuff. Like take a little darker tone to it. So it can be taken more seriously. Cause I don't mind feel good stuff. Like I'll go back and watch G.I. Joe and it's cheesy as hell. Like the more you know. I mean, no one's after battle. Yeah, but it's still fun. Yeah, the more you know, not G.I. Joe. I know.
Yeah,
but I just pictured it Rabel too.
with me and when I watched that, it was like they ran out at the wrong time. Like they stopped at the wrong time. Like, yeah, they saved the planet from doing something, and the doctor in the town, which was, I could say all the names, but then I'd look like a retard. But the doctor of the town, which is the scientist, like, there's so many directions they could have gone in, but they went, just to finish the series. They're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, the problem is that they don't
finally
have
watched the first series of iZombie too.
Transformers would be better as a big budget TV show if they wanted to do live action, so they can have more characters. And they could probably do it as a movie, but like they've barely introduced any characters. There's a lot of characters, especially if you include the Dinobots. What? And the construction bots? Come on, like they need to have all of that stuff. Like, you know, it's just a few of them here and there.
And that too, with like when they start something with this, and I'm gonna go back to the cartoon just because. But when they start something like this, it had just made it to where Optimus Prime actually transformed into a T-Rex, where they're starting to get into the primal bots. There was one basically like one was a fire truck, one was a police car, one was a helicopter. The helicopter was scared of heights, believe it or not. And then basically the fire truck was the leader, and then one was a bulldozer. And it was all they had, you know, was part of the, you know, the main people that rescued the town all the time was one family. So they were, you know, only the family knew about it and select people, and it was cool. They started getting into the primal stuff, you know, but then like they all changed into their primal form, but then the series was over. Like, come on, really?
Yeah.
I hate that about the Transformers stuff. Like, as soon as it starts to get really good, it's like, end.
Yeah, and that's not even a movie. That's like the series, the animated series that they put through and all that other stuff. Like, come on, keep going. This is so good.
They might need like a powerhouse, you know, to back it up. You know, like a Disney. I'm not saying it should be Disney, but they might need like a big powerhouse that won't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing, you know, whether you love Disney or not, they seem to like really fight for this stuff to keep it going, you know. And I mean, Marvel's doing better than it ever has, you know. And Agents of Shield, if Disney wasn't backing it up, you know, I don't know if it would have survived after the first season. I love the show, you know, but they kind of you need that 800-pound gorilla. That's what you need in your corner.
The freaking
Right.
end to the first season.
I do want to point out though, we have a few lurkers in the chat. Aussie
Do we?
Geek Show, welcome.
Oh yeah,
Geeky Peeky,
yeah.
thank you for peeking up on our geeks, and of course Tiger Claw's in the house too.
Hell yeah.
We see you.
I'm surprised Tiger Claw hasn't chimed in on the movie stuff.
But and not quite confirmed yet. I'm almost 90% sure, but Ozzy, of course, the new co-host of the Sunday Dose.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice. But I think he did a podcast earlier today too, before he did his Hearthstone stream. He's streaming right now, actually.
Is he?
Yeah,
Nice.
but he's tuning in here and there.
His streams got us talking. We're like, what are you doing, man? You're like playing a game, but what are you doing? Oh, that's a podcast I'm listening to.
Yeah, I've been like going over to his chat to talking to him here and there too.
Mm.
But another thing, movie talk related, Ridley Scott is making Aliens 5, and supposedly I don't got all the details straight yet in my head, but supposedly they're gonna act as if the last two movies never happened. I believe is how they're doing it.
Yeah, because they were so shitty.
Well, yeah, there was the Prison Planet one, right? Remember that one?
Yeah.
And then the one where Ripley dies. Ellen Ripley dies, right? Those are two separate movies.
Oh, the one where there's the hybrid?
Yeah, when they start like taking over other
The
life
hybrid
forms.
was scary as shit.
Yeah, they had a good concept. They just wasn't executed very well.
They retconned the hybrid? It's kind of weird.
So, well, they kind of trying to make it so that I guess Ripley didn't die or whatever. So I don't know. They're kind of rebooting it, but not fully. So Aliens, and Aliens 2, all are legit. And of course, Prometheus is its own thing, but it's also a prequel. Prometheus is gonna be a trilogy. I actually like Prometheus. I don't know why people shit on it so much. Prometheus, I think, is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
me neither. I'm like, dude, this answers a lot of questions.
Exactly.
It's like the same reason why I don't understand people who hate the episodes 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars.
I mean, I can
Like,
see
yeah,
some.
there's Jar Jar Binks, but so what? He's comedic relief.
But he's not as
Some people
lovable
would
as the
take little
Ewoks.
kids. No one took their little kids to see the original Star Wars trilogy.
Or maybe Return of the Jedi, because Ewoks.
Okay, maybe.
But I feel kind of the one bad thing about this news is that, Neil Blomkamp, he was slated to do the new Aliens movies, so now they're delaying his stuff. So it's kind of like they just kind of kicked him to the curb. And I like him. He's done good stuff. I particularly liked, was it District 13 or District 9? I forget the name of the movie. I think it was District 9.
And of all things
You
that
liked
Shadow
District
Wolf,
9?
Yeah.
and of all things that Shadow Wolf could have said, the hybrid had a combo of both reproductive organs
Indeed.
and other things.
Very handy.
He's not wrong.
Yeah, no, he's not. I know.
If
Yeah.
humans had that, we'd be a lot less social.
Mm-hmm. Guys, just a reminder, we want to let you guys know Halo 5 is going to be coming out October 27th, guys. That is going to be in a week and a half on Tuesday. So the Tuesday after the next Sunday dose, Halo 5 will be coming out. And, of course, Star Wars Battlefront is coming out tomorrow. If you guys are here live, November 17th in the U.S., 19th in Europe. Sorry, Europeans.
Next month. We're in October.
Now November 17th. Sorry,
I wish. Oh, wait, tomorrow?
it was like tomorrow. Yeah, like I saw 16 and like 10. I was looking at 10, and then there's November here. Yeah, my bad. Next month, guys. A month from. Never mind. We will be.
You got me excited. I was like, what? Tomorrow?
I've already asked. We will be getting that game, too. So if you guys want to play, I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be playing this on Xbox. I know, I understand that. But if you guys do want to get this game, you guys are excited about this game, please get it. We're going to be getting it and having maybe some game nights on it, playing it and having fun. So hopefully you guys can get it and play with me. Yogi.
I wish they had like a bundle where you could get it on 2 platforms at a reduced price.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a thing. I know it's not gonna happen.
Not ever.
Wishful thinking.
Nope.
What else we got,
The
Obi?
worst radio shows got. What anniversary is it exactly?
Their 1-year anniversary of podcasting.
Nice, guys. December, of course, a couple months away here. I was in there shooting the shit with them while I was getting ready and while I was playing. But you guys go out. We'll let you know the exact date when it comes. But in the month of December, of course, first year of actually doing this and doing podcasting, doing what they love to do. And having fun doing it too, because they were having some fun. But it's their 1-year anniversary, so we'll get you guys the date exactly, show you guys where to show up, when to show up, and we'll just wish them that happy 1 year. Of course.
Word.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna be doing replays of their old episodes on Twitch and Spreaker pretty much every day.
We should do
through that
at our 100.
Replay old episodes.
Yeah, just start from episode 1 and play it. Just the podcast feed.
Yeah, I got them all. Be easy to do. But the other thing is it's kind of useful to have someone in the chat when we do that, because that's what Kevin does. Because otherwise, if you don't respond in the chat while you're playing them in a timely fashion, people are like,
They're not here. See ya.
If we could replay like our actual YouTube videos, play the whole playlist. Oof. A lot of stuff
That'd be a
there.
long stream. Have fun with that, bro. Just saying.
Maybe, yeah.
Like no, like we could do it like start a poll right now. And do it on our 2-year. Do it on our episode 104. Start a poll right now on geekyantics.net and say what episodes do you guys want to hear again? And then play, even if it's like one a day, the last week of, our episode 104. So let's say we play, I know they're going to say 10, of course, but you say episode 10 is the first one. Then you say episode 22, and then, 29, 37, 46, and then just do like that and just do like, it'd be like, 5 or 6 podcasts, 5 or 6 episodes or whatever you do, couple a day, and we'll just jump in there and chat and see what happens. They were getting ready for our 2-year anniversary.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
We can sprinkle in some other episodes. We can sprinkle in some other episodes from other shows too that we have on the network.
Well, I mean, we could even break it up to where even if we do it, and you could say that we're, on Tuesday and Wednesday. I really couldn't help those days either, though. But like, do it to where you're playing old episodes of the podcast, but then like break it up to where, like, say you want to jump on Xbox Live for 2 hours, just to break it up to where you have a little 2-hour stream, and then go, all right, guys, thanks for watching. This is episode 49 of HorsePLAY Live. Guys, enjoy. We'll see you in chat, and then just switch over and do it.
Well, Twitch is working on a rebroadcast feature, and once they do that, that's gonna be a game changer.
Oh yeah,
because then we could go into all the old highlights.
You can leave it running 24/7, man.
Yeah, and with that, it's server side. You don't have to actually be doing it on your side, so it frees you up to do other things too. And that'd be great because then we can keep the channel active, focus on the chat, multitask, work on other stuff, and then like jump in. One of our streams could jump in and take over the stream and then stream live. I can't wait for that.
Oh yeah, it'll be nice. It'll be nice, really nice. But no, eventually we'll find out because there's something coming out, and I don't know. It's in like pre-alpha or like in the beginning stages. But it's something to where it'll actually show that you're streaming if you're hosting somebody. You know what I mean? So like people will come to your stream because it'll say like, it'll actually send the email saying that you're hosting a certain person. You know what I mean? So all they have to do is keep Geeky Antics channel as a follow, which, thank you for everybody that follows me as well as Yogi and whoever else streams. We appreciate the follows. But like, if you do it to where Geeky Antics, when you say you host Morgana Freya, it'll say Geeky Antics now hosting Morgana Freya. Jump on and watch the and then it'll give the option to jump into Morgana's channel.
Yeah.
Something like that's supposed to be coming out too. And if that happens, then then we can give people the freedom to actually stream from their own channels. But then they're still supporting Gang because Gang's popping up. And have it on a automatic. Whenever somebody from the stream team starts streaming, it automatically hosts them.
Yeah, they got that feature on some of the bots, but you got to pay for it.
Morgana's got it.
Yeah, it's a paid feature though.
She said it's free.
It's free if you have the points. Because with Moobot, you accrue points certain ways.
Oh, you give them donations. Throw $5 at them, dude, and you got it.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I'll throw $5 at them, and you got it.
Yeah, I want to do that, guys. That's something I've been saying for a while. Would be a smart thing to do.
But then that way, like, people, like, I wouldn't be like, man, I really want to stream on my channel, but I really, I kind of want to keep, Geeky Antics in there too. You know what I mean? Because then that's 2 different followers. We got, especially if we're doing something big for Geeky Antics, like the 48-hour live stream. People can stream on their own damn channels.
Yeah.
But we're all here. We're all here, and then that's all they talk about is the 48-hour live stream for the gang.
I like it. Make it happen sooner than later at Twitch.
Yeah. Right now. I don't know. Yogi,
Yes.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Lord Rakdos. Lord Rakdos, are you ready?
Yeah.
Then it's time. It's time for Geeks Engaged. It's the lines are open, guys. Get some chat going on here. Here's our TeamSpeak info in the chat right now. You guys, please use some headphones. We love to hear your voices, but we don't want to hear our own, please. And no offense to any moms out there, but we don't want to hear mom in the background asking why you're still fucking up. Okay, so we don't want to hear that either. But you guys can, while we get everything settled, do we have any voicemails today?
No voicemail. No reviews either.
So T. Curtis Jr.'s, fuck that. He hasn't been getting drunk lately.
Yeah, you know, he does like 2 or 3 in a row, then he takes a little break, and then comes back. That's how it goes.
I'm gonna get my buddy drunk as shit and tell him to leave a voicemail. Dude, do this prank call. Leave a voicemail.
I even checked to see if we have reviews, and there wasn't anything up. And I get it. A lot of these things to leave reviews are really cumbersome, especially iTunes. But then I forgot some of the ones that we had on there, so I looked at them and I thought they were new ones. I'm like, oh no, those are the ones we've had all this time. But thanks to everybody has left us iTunes reviews. I think if there's any call to action that we highlight today, it'll be this one. Leave us an iTunes review. But special thanks to Normie, Kikishi, Cherry Blossom, and everyone else who has left us reviews, because some really good stuff there. I especially like the one that says, I love their humor tactics. Like, whoa, tactics, I like that. It makes it sound so like premeditated. Like we actually planned this out.
Like we know what we're doing.
Exactly.
Guys, if you can't join us live, though, we do appreciate you listening to the podcast and getting it. But let's keep the geeky antics and shenanigans going. You guys can send us some tweets. You guys can reach us pretty much anytime via Twitter at Obi1X2, at YogiZilla, at Geeky Antics, hell, at Lord_Rakdos, hell, at Beard. What's your Twitter?
Beard and Hat.
At Beard and Hat, hell, at Geeky Antics. Get us all in there, guys. We'll respond or tell you to shut the hell up. If they tell you to shut the hell up, just don't tweet them anymore. That's it. Fuck them. Fuck them guys. As always, guys, the best way to experience our geeky madness and antics. Get that? Just on our main live chat hub right here on Geeky Antics on Twitch. You guys can also join the gang at our official HQ at geekyantics.net, where you can comment, share. Join us on the forums, guys. We really love to see what awesome geeks think. And what are you doing? What are you doing, bro?
This side of the headset dies every once in a while, and you have to keep slapping it.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Well, mute your mic when you slap it. It's like if you beat your meat and you have some good lube and shit, and it goes. You know, we don't want to hear that. Just mute your mic up, bro.
I was thinking more robot S&M, but sure.
Last but not least, guys, you guys can leave us a voicemail at 206-415-4987. Guys, remember, we are going worldwide with this show now, so keep in mind that is a US space number. Did I say the number wrong, too?
Oh, no, I just felt like highlighting it. No,
Don't
you said
forget,
you're on point, bro. Keep it going.
Don't forget, guys, we will play and respond to the messages live here. If you guys are shy, though, feel free to just get in contact with us anyways. You guys can send us an email at mail@geekyantics.net. Instead, we're responding to the respective shows in the email. So, appreciate it. Again, if you guys didn't get that number before, that's 206-415-4987. Or if you guys are up here in the live show, it's right between me and Yogi right now under VM voicemail. But guys, we're gonna get right into it and keep going. We're bantering like son of bitches tonight because we're like pushing our time like big time. We're like an hour and 10 minutes into the show already. Like really, wow. But anyway, I don't have the voice for this tonight. I really don't.
Aye, quickie. Aye. Aye, quickie. It felt right.
Yeah, no, this is. I want to say this real quick, guys. This is funny. I was talking to Yogi one night after this show, and I was like, "Man, I really got to record this stuff because sometimes it's perfect, and then sometimes, like I am now, I got my flu shot a couple days ago, so like I was getting sick, or I was something happening, and it fucks up my throat. So when we were talking, I was like, "Man, hey, how do you say it in Spanish?" She goes, "Well, there's really not a quickie in Spanish." So like when he said it, I was like, "So what's that mean?" He goes, "Oh, it's really fast now," or something. It's like a long sentence for like 2 words in Spanish. I'm like, doesn't sound right. He goes, "I told you it didn't sound right." But anyway, guys, we're gonna get into quickie. What are we watching, guys? What are we watching today? We can think of our friends at the B Team Podcast. We can thank our friends at the B Team Podcast, Zombie Cast, 365 Flicks Podcast for getting a bit more obsessive than usual. They talk about TV and movies, but they've been obsessing over it the last few weeks.
And it dragged us into it too.
Thank you. Yeah, they dragged us into it, so we got to finish this shit, right? You don't get dragged into a fight and not fin to walk away. Fucking, you finish it.
Finish the fight.
So what is everybody else watching? Well, we want to hear about you guys in chat that are live, because we love you guys that are live here. Appreciate it. If you're not live and listening to the podcast right now, Thursdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Pacific. Thank you. But guys, what are you watching? Yogi?
I'll start off with the one that I know not everybody's a big fan of, but at least one person here will appreciate. Doctor Who.
No spoilers. I've been doing a lot of DM stuff.
Okay.
I haven't got to see anything from this season.
You get a groan out of me, and that's about it.
Thanks, Beard. Thanks. But
Man.
all I'm gonna say is like some people were. I think the season had one of the strongest starts out of all the new seasons. At least the recent seasons. I think this one has the strongest one. But as a few of my friends were like, "Oh, the last couple of episodes were kind of slow or boring." I'm enjoying it quite a bit. And one thing I will say, we have a happier and more lovable, perhaps cuddlier Doctor. He's not as much of a curmudgeon, so people can stop bitching about that. So that's a big thing. I like the direction they're taking it in.
He's always going to be a curmudgeon.
Yeah, but he's not as bad. And he's a lot more well-rounded. I like a lot of the references they're doing to other works. It's cool. They're doing a lot of cool stuff in this series. So series 9, make sure you check it out. You better catch up soon. Is that what you've been avoiding? Timey-wimey tea time, Mr. Rakdos?
Yes, in fact. Yeah, that's why I haven't even been like in chat for timey-wimey tea time.
Aw, we haven't been spoiling Doctor Who that much. We usually give a heads up.
And Shadow even said if you do a spoiler, he's going to kill you.
That's all I'm going to say then. Well, you don't want to catch any of the press because they've been spoiling it before the season even started.
For some reason, I kind of believe that, too.
Nah, I gotta...
Tucker's crazy, man.
I'm gonna...
I don't even know him, and I could tell. He's crazy as shit.
Well, he's related to Andrew, so...
Damn true.
Yeah.
What about... Yeah, there it is. I was going to just say that one.
Which one?
Heroes Reborn.
Oh, you've been watching it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Come on.
Yeah, that they did a really good job with that show. Because the sad thing about Heroes,
I just rewatched Heroes, so...
See, the thing about Heroes is a lot of people will tell you first season was the strongest and then went downhill from there. I think the first and second
I heard
season...
it was like an adorable puppy that someone gave to you and then just started kicking it because it just wouldn't stop.
Aww.
It did.
That makes me sad.
After the first season, it did get pretty... I don't want to say bad. It was getting more like the storyline was running itself out. Like they turned a couple wrong directions in the storyline that I believe, and that's when it just kind of went to shit. So then after that last episode of that last season, they're like, no, we're not doing this no more. It fell apart, but then they came up with Heroes Reborn, which is a
Yeah.
lot of the characters from Heroes. Now there are a few that are not there.
Yeah, because it's been
Not
what
gonna spoil
3
anything.
to 5 years.
Yes. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of new people. Now, I'm not going to say anything, but there's a lot of new people, but a lot of the old people are back. Some of the people that you wish that would come back, she's not there.
See that thing?
Seriously?
That could only mean Ali Larder or Hayden Panettiere. Yeah.
I watched Nashville, too.
I know you do. I'm sure that's why you watch it.
Oh, come on. Saying she
Hey.
Could have also been the
there,
Petrelli's mother.
Hey.
clearly doesn't know.
She's got a nice Gilfy thing going on.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Man, I just killed the conversation with that.
Rakdos, what have you been watching, man? Your turn.
Hoo boy. Hoo boy.
Oh, boy. I've never heard of that show. Can you tell us about it?
No, I've got into a bunch of new anime with my girl. I got Black Blood Brothers. I got I got this. Immortal Melancholy of Haruki Suzumiya. Ooh, Jay. Long titles. Very anime. And what is that other one? Oh, a very, very, very creepy horror anime called Another, where
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
strange. Another is about this.
Wait, talk about another.
curse.
Talk about another, because that fits into our October theme. We haven't talked much horror.
Another is about this cursed class. It's a very interesting thing. The curse doesn't happen every year, but when it does, one person in the class horribly, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. And if the people in the class talk to their family, generally they die. However, if you leave the city, you're fine. But for some reason, most people come back to the city. It's a very, very weird thing.
Huh.
You know what? I don't see Lord Rakdos keying up in TeamSpeak.
He's not?
Yeah, I can't hear him in TeamSpeak, but I can hear him in the live stream.
Yeah, he's lagging. He's lagging a little bit. Look.
No.
There you go.
There we go.
This is cutting out a little in and out.
Whoa, now it's really loud. Cool.
So
I was thinking, I was like, I can't hear him, man. Like, wait, you're echoing now. I don't know.
Is this echoing?
Yes.
You just gotta mute the other thing. Keep the team speak up.
And mute Skype, yeah.
There you go.
Is that what you were doing? You muted TeamSpeak?
Oh, shit.
You scrub.
Well, fuck.
No wonder I could, like, you're up to like 17 dB on TeamSpeak because I wouldn't even turn it. Anyway. Now that people can
Now
hear
he's a lot
you,
louder.
yeah, people can actually. I'm sitting there thinking, I was like, he's gonna hardly come up on the freaking audio.
Good thing for compression. But yeah, that another anime sounds really cool. I might check that out.
It's really cool. There's also an undead person, but you aren't sure who's undead. It's not made clear. Like, that's the entire point. It's like someone here is undead, and that's what the curse is trying to do. It's trying to kill the undead. But no one, including the curse, can remember who it is.
What? That sounds pretty cool. Is this like a mini-series type thing, or does it have seasons?
Single season, I think 13 episodes.
So it's a mini-series.
Not worth it.
That's standard for anime.
Not worth it.
That's, they have a lot of things. A majority of them are like that. Like Zetman is a good one that was only like 13 episodes.
What is RWBY?
No.
That's the Rooster Teeth pseudo anime.
No.
I won't lie. I sometimes watch it just for funsies, and I hope that it gets better, but it never really does. But it's
No.
not terrible. The thing is,
What do you mean it's not terrible?
I've seen worse.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why people slam it. It's, you know, a Western approach at making anime. They go, it's eh. Yeah, I think that would describe it well. Like, it's the thing you'll watch when you don't have anything else to watch, and you won't regret it, but, you know, if you have better things to do, you know, probably go do those things.
Now, the next show, okay, that I have been watching, and I'm going to say it because, and the reason I want to say it is because Yogi wrote an interesting question after this.
But make sure you give the spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler, I'm spoiling some shit, so if you don't want to hear about Arrow, then plug your fucking ears. Guys, right now, if you guys are watching Arrow, we're not going to give too much spoilers. But the question is, everybody knows about Sarah, right? Everybody knows, you know, she got shot. Everybody knows who shot her, why she shot her, why she shot her, why she was shot, what happened with everything, you know, with Merlin. I don't want to know how much I want to say, but is Sarah coming back?
God, I hope so.
Sarah got put in with five. Sarah got put 4, was it 3 or 4 arrows in the chest, and she dropped dead. So, I don't want to say it, but I've seen characters die in that show already in the first couple seasons, and guess what? They're still alive.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Anything is possible.
If you could put your mind to it.
Show. They could. I don't know. I don't watch it, so maybe.
Well, they keep talking about the Lazarus pool and all that stuff. So usually when the flashbacks start bringing up things and they start talking about certain aspects, they're foreshadowing. Subtlety is not the strength of this show. And then at the very end,
Yeah,
it's like
Ra's al Ghul?
No, well,
yeah.
what's his name's the Roz now, but it. Did I spoil
Well, I just
too
heard
much?
Lazarus Pit, and I'm like, that has to be Ra's al Ghul.
Well, you know who Ra's al Ghul is, right?
Liam Neeson?
I know more. It wasn't Liam Neeson either. He died. Spoiler.
Liam Neeson was Ra's al Ghul in the movie, but on the show it's someone else. He's pretty. The one on the show is pretty good.
Well, the Ra's al Ghul in the show, because who's the main fucking character?
The guy that took over.
What's his name?
You talking about Thea's father took over,
The
didn't
main
he?
character. Yeah, well, he did take over. But the person who became Ra's al Ghul
Was Oliver.
was Oliver.
Yeah.
And because he killed him. And then that was like because of the prophecy, the man that was gonna kill him was gonna survive.
I think we're spoiling it. We're spoiling it for Andrew. Look at his face.
If you guys are live right now or watching the podcast, go to a minute and 28 seconds, and just look at that. Look at his facial expression in here.
What happened? We should have had him on webcam from the beginning.
Well, this is what I want you to do, Andrew.
Oh my lord!
I need you to go watch. I need you. It looks like you're gonna cry. I need you to go and watch the catch up to this season. Seriously.
Or go get a large bottle of gin and drink till you forget.
That works too.
Tristan Dubois OLG in the chat is cracking me the hell up.
Bruce Willis is dead the whole time.
Spoiler!
That's Sixth Sense, man.
Oh god, and I apologize for anyone that still hasn't seen that movie. I'm sorry.
If you haven't seen Sixth Sense, then you need to go off and fuck off somewhere and actually get out of your freaking cave.
They have a good rule though. A friend and I.
Arrow is Ra's al Ghul now.
Yeah, but there's
Well,
more.
no.
There's more to it than that. There's more to it
What
than
in
that.
Satan's asshole is going on?
I didn't open a can of
Yeah, that's
shit.
it's good. The
Dude,
end of
seriously,
season 3 was really good.
Go and where are you caught up to? Like, have you watched any of it? Like, go catch yourself
Like a
up
season
with.
and a half.
Well, go catch up, dude. Like right now, it's on Netflix. All 3 seasons are on Netflix. You can go watch those. Go watch them. Catch up with this season because with Roz gone and how Oliver did it, and he's like, I'm not doing it. Well, you have to. Well, then I don't want to say too much because I don't want to see that face again. It really looked like you were gonna cry. So I don't want to do that. So like, go finish up and watch that because yeah, you're gonna love it. If you enjoy the Arrow, and then like this season, dude, combine the last 3 seasons. This season is actually the best of how it's starting, how it's actually growing as a story.
They're pacing it much better for sure.
You can see where it's going, but then you can say, wait a minute, do you think they're gonna do this? Or you think like you there's so many possibilities now. Now, if they keep going with this, they can run the show for another 2 or 3 seasons. But if they turn right, and you guys will know because they almost did it in the last episode where they almost killed somebody off where they probably wasn't supposed to. I can't say too much. I don't want to say too much, but it's something with plug your ears, Andrew, please.
Take the headphones off.
It's something with like Diggle and with Diggle not trusting him anymore and stuff like that. It's just I really think, that he'll actually get by it, and then something will happen with his wife, and they'll have to save his wife again, or just something's gonna happen. Okay, so put it back on.
You're good.
Put it back on.
But Tristan's rule what they made with their friend is good. If a character isn't completely irrevocably destroyed on screen, they are not dead. Like they gotta just be gibbed, burned to ashes or something.
That's what I'm saying with Sarah, though. I mean, you saw it. You saw it in several different occasions where it was her and then she's like, "What are you doing here?" And she's got 3 arrows in the chest. And I mean, we know what happened and why she did it. Or how it happened, and why it happened. That's another thing, man. Her dad's a fucking bitch. What do you think? Damn it, Lord! By next week, you need to have that caught up, please, because we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna go up to the actual show that we're on.
Well, they're also coming out with the Legends of Tomorrow show too, so he needs to catch up because they're doing a lot of crossover stuff.
Oh yeah, well, Flash too. This season, Flash is gonna do 3 crossover episodes with the Arrow.
Yep.
3 episodes with the Arrow, which he's got his own. He's got the own show now, and he basically started on the Arrow, but that's how the Flash started. But it's something to where now. It's getting to where their crossovers are going to be to where they've got to go to what fucking city is that? Silver City or whatever?
Star City?
Yeah, Star City, and then help the Flash with his problem. And then
oh, he's in no, the Flash is in Central City. I'm sorry.
Well, it's Star City and Central City, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Arrow has to go to Star City. This is supposed, and it's not, basically he has to go to Star City and actually do stuff there to help the Flash, because it's some person he can't run around and just tie up because he's not fast or anything.
Yeah.
But it's something to where it's one of his, like, they found something to slow him down or just whatever to neutralize his powers, kind of like Superman's kryptonite type thing.
Yeah.
I can't say too much more because I don't want Lord Rakdos to get pissed off at me on that one too. He's
the Flash is still
his
my.
eyes just got wide. He's like,
I like the Flash a lot. I still like it better than Arrow, but the Arrow is definitely regaining my love. But Flash has me really excited because they finally sorted out a lot of the loose ends.
headphones on.
and
He
not
doesn't
as
even have his headphones on.
not as singularity and the time travel stuff possibly. That's making it more interesting. But I might venture to say that the best comic book show on TV right now, after maybe Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., is Gotham.
I have not started watching Gotham. I should, because I know it's all about Batman, and I love Batman. I'm Batman. But I just... Yeah.
Well, you gotta go into it loving Batman, but not expecting much Batman, because it's more about the supporting people and what happens in Gotham. The name tells it all. It's all about like that world and what kind of inspired Batman to become who he became.
Tristan says Parasite's really good, too. 24 episodes in one day.
Did you see this one,
Parasite
Andrew?
the anime.
Yeah, that's an anime, yeah.
Parasite the anime is freaky as shit. It like turns the entire human race and any organic thing into this weird folds into a single giant mouth with eyeballs, and this just snaps the out of shit.
Interesting. So it's tentacle porn.
Hell
no,
yeah, dude.
no. There's no tentacles involved. It's just 1,000 jaws to a single mouth and just eats the fuck out of you.
I bet
sounds-
she'd be happy.
That sounds kind of cool. It just eats the hell out of you. Nom 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 nom.
All of a sudden you hear a... "Ah!" Yeah. Whoever's watching, listening to the podcast right now is like, what the fuck
It's
was that?
dentist porn.
Dentist porn.
By the way, Gotham's cool because it's like a period piece. If you like things that are period pieces, kind of like Agent Carter, stuff like that. But then it's not, because there's some anachronisms on there they do on purpose. It's like an alternate reality. It's cool because it's got like the kind of 1920s mobster kind of thing going on, organized crime. But then it's modernized because they have cell phones. It's really neat. I like the way they put that together. And it's just neat too because you see what motivates and inspires and some of the origin stories of the main villains of the Batman universe. So I'm not gonna say much more than that, but like this season really came just blazing out the gate. I'm so excited. So a lot of times I prefer just marathon viewing episodes, or like watching 2 or 3 at a time rather than watching them when they come out. But I have to catch Gotham as it comes out because I want to know what happens next, and it's always like leaving me wanting more. Like, okay, what now? What? And it's just double crossing left and right. Like you can't trust anyone. It's great. It mainly focuses a lot on Jim Gordon, aka Commissioner Gordon, but before he's commissioner. Well, before he's a commissioner. It's cool. Good stuff. Anybody watching? No? Okay. Is anybody watching The Librarians? Anyone?
Yes.
You like it?
Oh, yes.
How is I haven't
There
seen
isn't a second season, is there?
I think since second season on now on TNT. I haven't caught it yet though. And for some reason they don't have it on demand, which is weird.
Tristan's like, I want Penguin dead so bad. I wish they had cameos and other actors from the movies. Bring on Danny DeVito.
That would be neat. The rumor has it that at the end of Gotham you'll finally see. Well, I don't want to say anything.
Who?
I'm not gonna say anything. But
Who?
no, it's a rumor. I don't wanna.
Type it to me then, because I like rumors.
Yeah.
All right, so cover your ears for the next 5 seconds, folks. But supposedly, you'll see Batman finally wearing his costume at the end, kind of like they did with Smallville. That's the rumor.
it?
But so don't expect
I thought
that
it
to
was
be
something
much.
cool. Like, eh.
Well, some people
Batman's
are
in the
hoping.
red costume.
Some people are hoping that they'll see Batman in action on the show, and then they'll do like a time lapse type thing. But I don't think that's gonna be the show. That'd be neat, there was some of that, but like a young Batman. You know?
Oh, it's Thursday.
What's Thursday?
It was.
What, Supernatural?
No, Critical Role.
Oh, okay. What else do we have in the chat here? Oh, good catch, Tristan. The actor that plays Alfred on Gotham, that's another reason I'm in love, is Sean Pertwee's son. He's Sean Pertwee. He's John Pertwee's son. John Pertwee, one of the original Doctors from Doctor Who. Yes.
It all comes back to that.
It does come back to that. And but he's a good actor. But that's just fun. That's just a fun little fact. I'm gonna keep bringing it back to Doctor Who. I'm gonna try to tie it in as hard as I can whenever we do a podcast with Beard.
You're going Kevin Bacon on it?
I'm gonna go Kevin Bacon. Everything is 5 degrees Doctor Who. But Librarians is good. I think that might just be one season. Maybe I misunderstood because I was watching TNT actually on cable live, and they said something about Librarians, and I thought it was a new season. That's a good show. I love Librarians because it fills that void of Warehouse 13. And Rebecca Romaine still looks good. And Noah Wile's cool. And I miss him because Noah Wiley, he was at Falling Skies. That was the last show he did. Remember him? Obi? Main guy from Falling Skies? Tom?
Yep.
He's on the Librarians.
Mhm.
It's only like a 10, 13 episode season if you want to catch up with
I
it.
didn't watch Falling Skies for him. I watched Falling Skies for what just what the story was gonna do. Like, really, I still think they ended Falling Skies shit. I mean, it was terrible ending. I mean, it was I said, it was good, and I enjoyed it. The story came into effect at the end, but it was just they ended it. I mean, of course, I mean, really, a better ending would have been like the human race got annihilated. Literally, or they got imprisoned or something to where, really, they had the Volm on their side, which is another alien race. I mean, they could, even if the aliens would have transported them to another planet, the Volm could have helped them get out somehow, some way, shape, or form, or so they could have done something so much better to end that show.
Yeah, I did find it weird.
The Spider Queen, the Queen fight was awesome with her and with Tom and her and how he killed her with right up through the neck. But I mean,
yeah,
it was great. The fight scene was badass. I mean, really, she was really fucking slow for such a big spider, but still, I mean, they could have done more.
I mean, the only problem I had with it was that the Volm weren't as involved as they could have been. Like,
it was just Cochise, man.
Yeah, and Cochise was awesome. And I like that his dad finally turned around and supported him, and that was cool. Life
for his son too.
Yeah, that actually
wasn't supposed to happen that way.
Some feels there.
He gave his whole life force for him, like. Oh man, my dad's dead. I killed his ass. Well, just be thankful you're alive.
But trust me, like I saw the last episode of Falling Skies side by side with Under the Dome, and Under the Dome was far worse of an ending. It was no kind of closure. It was kind of like, well, it's kind of an ending, but it's kind of not.
Under the Dome, I started to watch it. After the first 2 episodes, you could tell what was gonna happen next. Like, really, there's not much you could do with a town in a fucking dome.
Well, they have a lot of surprises in there. They have a lot of twists in there, but then like it just fell flat. Like you can tell they rushed it.
Like it's something that they didn't think properly through. They didn't. I mean. They could have put it to where they got out of the dome, and then it became to where they were being chased, and they come up with, a chase story, then they get back put in there, and maybe there's some new things that came in the dome,
Yeah.
Again, it was a disappointment.
So like I said, to me it was fun. But towards the end, they started rushing it because you could tell they knew it was gonna be canceled. So, yeah, but still,
the way you described that sounded like a broke man's Lost.
Basically, it was.
Lost was broke man's Lost. Lost was written while they were all, like the writers were taking dookies and they were writing on toilet paper as everything was they made it up as they went along. They had more direction on Under the Dome. Lost was like just let's throw in clowns, a polar
Lost
bear.
had zero closure at any point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
they pulled.
no question was ever answered. There was only more questions.
Yeah. See.
Like that
Because
stupid
the
fog
writers-
monster. What the hell was that?
The writers didn't have the answers. They were just pulling shit out of their ass as they were going, and at the end, when they had to own up to it, they're like, well, meh.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Sorry.
We're about running out of time, guys. So
I know.
The last few that we have. Does anybody watch Continuum?
Yeah, that's the one that only I seem to watch. It's got time travel.
You can talk about it.
I'm enjoying it. Not a top like a. It's not high caliber compared to some other stuff we talked about. It's probably up there with like Under the Dome. Fun to watch. Maybe like slightly above it. If you like time travel type stuff and like cop dramas, kind of combines both of those things. It's got some memorable characters in there. Actually, there's a few characters in there that I really like.
Okay,
But it really gets
then-
deep into like the whole paradox stuff. Like what happens if you bump into yourself in time, if you travel time, and if you change something in the past or change something in the future, paradoxes and all that stuff, and wormholes and all that kind of stuff. It gets pretty deep. I like it because it's really high sci-fi. You know what? I like it more than I like to admit. I think season 1 to me was kind of a slow burn, and then it got much better. But I still can get over like how much season 1 was kind of like, eh. Yeah. See, I'm the opposite. Continuum won me over after season 1. Season 1 was a lot of exposition. But I would highly recommend Continuum if you like pure sci-fi. I like it a lot. But anyway, I know we got to move on to the next thing. We got to talk a little bit about Battlefront before we start wrapping up. How are we on time, Obi?
15 minutes.
Really? Including our little delay in the beginning?
It was only 2 minutes. 2-minute delay.
Ah.
Literally. It was only down for 2 minutes and then started the music.
Well, 2 more I would
We got 20.
recommend.
Go ahead, 20. We got 20. Go ahead.
I recommend, as far as movies goes, I like Maze Runner. Anybody see that?
No, I haven't, but it's on my list to watch.
Nope, don't intend to.
So don't say a fucking thing.
Read all the books, saw the trailer for the movie, saw what the Grievers looked like. No.
Oh, so you read the books, yeah. If you're a purist and you don't want it to
The
be...
Grievers are spiders. They're supposed
Hey,
to be
don't
blobs full of needles and glowing shit.
Don't spoil
Perfectly
it.
honest,
Hey,
just 1,000
shut up.
floating needles.
Shut up!
Yeah,
Thank you.
the books are always gonna be better. It's Hollywood. They're gonna make their own have their own take on it. How many books are there out so far? There's 3, right?
And a prequel. And telling you that the Grievers are spider things doesn't spoil anything. It's
It does.
literally in the trailer.
Oh,
It
I don't
does,
watch.
but
I don't watch
got it
trailers.
set- I got it set to watch. So don't tell me anything. I don't
I
want
wanted
to
to
know anything about it.
I went into it blind because I heard a lot of talk about the film. There's like mixed reviews.
Bastard.
I enjoyed it, but
I'm gonna call you Lord Bastard.
I'm excited to see. I think it's better than the Divergent series and the Hunger Games movies, which are fun, but they have their issues. Like Divergent, like I saw Insurgent, and the main actress was gotten lots of awards for some reason. She has permanent bitch face.
We like to think Insurgent didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Insurgent's far less of quality compared to Divergent. It's kind of sad. The only thing.
It kind of makes me sick.
Insurgent makes me look forward to the next
Interesting.
movie, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
She needs more emotional range. She's like always got the freaking same face. She's another Kristen Stewart. Hey, we gotta follow. Tristan likes us. We do a lot of podcasts. We have put the schedule here. Yeah, there you go. And I gotta follow too. Yay! This is our schedule. And we got more podcasts coming. We stream pretty much every day. If not
Now,
on this
guys-
channel, we stream on other channels.
Right. I know we gotta talk about something else real quick before we end the stream, but for if you guys have any thoughts, any shows, any movies that you guys have watched that you guys think we should watch, go ahead, leave us a voicemail, 8206-415-4987. That's 206-415-4987. So, or you guys can send us an email, mail@geekyantics.net, and of course, we'll respond live on the next show.
Word. But, yeah, feature discussion. A brief feature. It'll be the shortest. It'll actually be a quickie feature. A quick feature.
Quick feature.
We gotta talk about Star Wars Battlefront. And we talked about our first impressions of it, but we gotta talk more about what we experienced in the beta and those extra 2 days we had to play. We talked about it on the Sunday Dose. We talked about it on Star Wars Rebels Cast. And we've been talking about it on every podcast we've been on. I even talked about it on 42 Level 1 on Tuesday. Another good show you can check out on allgames.com. Good guys. But, alright, first of all, 9 million players worldwide on the beta. The EA's best. It's a record for EA. So that's a big deal. People were complaining about the way people were dropping out of servers. I didn't really have too many problems with that. But 9 million people...
I dropped all the fucking time, dude.
Really?
Oh my god.
I had no problem on the PS4.
So it seemed like the PC was worse in terms of...
Dude, when it was working, it was fucking
PS4
awesome.
was smooth as glass.
I have some video gameplay of it that I'm going to make into a video somehow, shape, or form of stuff that we did. Yeah, there's like 3 hours of play.
So they probably favored consoles more in terms of the server capacity.
That's what I was gonna say. I believe that they're favoring consoles more because like the console hype is huge, dude.
Yeah.
It is. I can tell you that right now. I'm not much of a console player right now. I don't really have. I have a 360, but you know, it's the console hype was big. Like I said before, I had nobody to play. I had like 1 or 2 people to play with, and by the time I met them, it was the beta was over. So I was like, well, hey, you can get it in November. I'll get it too if you want to play then. Like, nobody wants to play it on PC, goes. And then every time I got on it, you'd play like 1 or 2 games, and then I'd get kicked off for no reason. Like, it would be in the middle of the game, and I'd be getting ready to throw a grenade. You have lost connection. What?
But I heard part of that was the cheaters. There was a lot of cheaters on consoles.
Dude. I do want to say this, though. Okay? And I encountered a bunch of them on PC. This is the fastest that I've ever seen anybody make cheats for a specific game. A big game like this. Since, I want to say, Black Ops 1. When that came out, you know, the big hype of Black Ops 1. I swear to God, there were so many cheaters, aimbotters. Like, a guy would throw his grenade, no fucking lie, and I watched it. You know how you can see the little red trail of the grenade from your teammate? The guy would throw a grenade, and then all of a sudden it would change course and go down. So it would be going up like this in an arc, just like it's supposed to, coming back down, and all of a sudden it would go and then change course. Like, what kind of hacks do you got? Well, I'm just trying some stuff out for the company. What company? Reported, motherfucker. Well, I'm on your team. I don't care. I don't want to play with cheaters.
And that's probably a big part of that
Did
is
you deal
because...
with the 3 Vaders cheat?
Yes.
Oh, God.
3 Vaders.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but apparently you could... But it was only like up to 3. You could spawn in 3 Vader, whatever the things were, sigils, I called them.
Yeah, the power-ups?
Yeah. And then you would just walk in this 3 Vaders, and everyone's just like, well, fuck.
Yeah, because that's all they do. You're dead.
Yeah. Vader... I think Vader's better than Luke.
Like, if anybody got a Jedi power-up, like, I got a Jedi power-up one time. And I racked up, like, 20 kills just in that power-up. I mean, I only had it for, what was it, like a minute? Literally. It was great. Because I'm more of the range player. I like to sit in the back, sniper rifle, take those pop shots, let people just walk into my bullet kind of thing. Headshot. Then they'll yell out, you know, you motherfucker cheat, fucking camper. Yeah, so? Come get me.
You're a sniper. That's the point.
I'm a camper. I don't care. All right, Tristan. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. The one thing that I didn't like though, Yogi, and I can attest, I can agree with it, is the no single player. If they would have gave us a little bit of single player, would have been better than none. I mean,
But
it's
there
just,
is single player in the missions area, and you got to play it on the beta.
yeah, but not that. Like a couple like some of the first couple missions or something, or not just a frickin' hey, we're gonna send you a shit ton of troops, see how long you can hold out. That ain't fun.
Well, I mean, people were complaining that because there isn't going to be a campaign, but they have single-player missions. So, I mean,
Wait,
they have
That's a
cutscenes.
campaign, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. It's cutscenes. You
Just
really
because
want that
it's
much
not
of a
called-
story?
But I'm saying, if you're thinking about it, look at the Battlefront. Look at what they're doing with the game. They're doing a lot of it's like
That's
a
not
first person.
Battlefront.
What?
What?
I mean, like the other like that's not in Battlefront style to have like no campaign. The point of Battlefront is like doing your other troops and shit.
Well, they never really were story-driven. They were more focused on the multiplayer experience. There was
Well,
some semblance of story. They're keeping true to the series.
And I'm gonna go back to Black Ops, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare. I'm gonna go back to those games. They all had great multiplayer gameplay, but they all had campaigns. Even if it's something that basically, if you go into the Battlefront, and I'm gonna say era or the time frame of Star Wars, the Battlefront, where it's time framed at, and make a single player 20 mission campaign or just whatever of what's going on in the different maps. Like when you play the little map, I call it the little map and the big map. When you played the drop zone, actually make a single player map like that to where you actually do it with like PCs or AIs or just whatever, to where you actually have to assault and you actually have to, and it's just like you have to assault through and capture the different zones, or just whatever. A little something would be better than nothing.
I forgot what the numbers are on the Call of Duty games, but it's an absurdly low percentage of people who bought the game played the campaign. So they're
Yeah.
not going to focus on making a campaign for a quarter of their audience or less. They're going to put their focus in on what people actually play.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like, I feel like the people that play single player portions of a multiplayer heavy game are in the minority. If you want a single player experience, then buy a single player game. you
Right,
know?
but you gotta think about it. It's not just single player. It's like where, me and you can get on there and we can actually co-op. And if you have like co-op missions or something, because really a lot of people, that's what they do that too. And yes, the multiplayer, like I said, the multiplayer is 50% plus of the gameplay. And 50% is a little bit low.
Well, they got local co-op. They got local co-op on the missions. So you can do local co-op or single player on the missions. They should have showed off more
They
of the
shouldn't
missions.
have called, basically then they shouldn't have called them missions, because they're really not. They're, hey, let's see how long you can hold out.
No, because in the missions they have, if you go to the missions area, there's the regular missions, and then they have the survival. The survival is what you're talking about, where it's wave based. But then they have.
It wasn't open. You couldn't play. You couldn't.
Yeah,
play
you could.
anything.
They should have opened
They
up
should have
that
gave
area.
us a couple missions at least to
Yeah.
play.
The people.
Because really, that would persuade me or discourage me from buying the game. I love the multiplayer aspect of it. I'm going to say that again. But why I do buy some games, is for the fact that I don't have to get on with a bunch of people. I can play by myself or with one or two of my friends, play a co-op, and just play the campaign mode. Hell,
Yeah.
I still go back and play Call of Duty Black Ops 2, the campaign mode, with a buddy every now and then.
Yeah, and
Just
you
because
know,
it's fun.
to me, it's not so much about whether there's a campaign or not, it's whether there's enough content. The game's gonna ship with 12 maps, that's been confirmed, and supposedly each of those maps will pretty much have an iteration of it for the different modes. Drop Zone, the 16-player mode, Walker Assault, the 40-player mode, Supremacy, which I think is the hero versus the 7 players versus the hero mode, like a Juggernaut type thing. Fighter Squadron, which looks badass. If they execute that well, like if you could actually play as the
dude,
Millennium Falcon.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Ooh, yeah.
Little
like,
fighters
like,
against big battleships, dude.
You get your buddies and you say, okay, hey, we got a Millennium Falcon, and you actually have to have a pilot, and then of course, you got the turrets, right?
Yeah,
So
people
you
manning
have
the
like
turrets.
you got 2 or 3 turret gunners, and then one shooting the main gun or something, and then you have the pilot. Dude, that'd be so fucking cool, man.
Because that's what they did in the old games, where when you had the fighters taking on the big
you
ships.
had to get in the turrets and shit.
Yeah,
You actually had to shoot.
and the fighters that were taking on the big ships had to destroy parts of the battleships so they could
you
take
had to,
down the
like-
shields and stuff and whatever.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that shit. That was
Yeah,
fun.
so they got they got a basis to work with, and if they improved upon it, they did a good job. I mean, they got Blast. I'm not sure what Blast is gonna be, or Cargo. Cargo's probably like capture the flag type thing. Droid Run sounds like maybe Battlefield Rush mode.
or a protection mode.
Yeah, could be that
You
like
gotta-
escort
you gotta-
mode.
escort mode.
You
Yeah,
gotta, you got to protect you got to escort the cargo ships or whatever.
It was going to be one ship is carrying something, and you have to guard them until they get to somewhere else.
for the Droid Run.
It's like
No,
a
for
relay.
cargo.
Oh, for cargo, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Blast is the only one I'm not completely sure about what it is. That might be the free-for-all mode.
Mhm.
Might be like standard deathmatch type thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Or it
Or
might just
infinite
be...
grenades.
Yeah, or maybe it'll just be simply, a smaller version of Walker Assault without the objective, just regular deathmatch, Just pew, 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 kill each other.
A shipping crate full of Yodas.
That would be funny.
I now that I've said that, I want it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like in what is it, DayZ, where they drop the crates out of the sky, and occasionally it's full of zombies.
Yeah.
Have it just be full of Yodas.
And they just
Speak to you in
explode
riddles.
everywhere and just rip the shit out of everything.
Well, again, guys, if you guys have any thoughts on the quickie feature that we had tonight with Star Wars Battlefront beta, you guys let us know. Please do. You guys can send us a voicemail, again, 206-415-4987, or send us an email, mail@geekyantics.net. Unfortunately, guys and gals, it's about that time. I lost my whole train of thought. But, guys, we do want to make sure that we give, especially for those that are live here in chat, big shout-outs to you guys. Really appreciate you guys keeping us going and actually giving some input to us. But, HorsePLAY is everywhere you can listen to or download awesome podcasts, including allgames.com, Player FM, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Woot. Of course, please take a few minutes to favorite, thumbs up, for subscribe, share, even better. We love some reviews and comments, guys. Give us some comments. We'd love to read them. We'd love to, even if it's, Yogi, your beard looks like crap, or, Obi, you're a douche. Hey, we want to know, guys. Let us know. I don't know why I picked on your beard, dude. Sorry. It's quick and easy. It really helps us out. Thanks to everyone who's been promoting our content. Really appreciate it. You guys like eye candy? We do video as well. You guys can check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/geekyantics, and a replay right here on twitch.tv/geekyantics. Here on Geeky Antics Network, in collaboration with All Games Radio Network, we have tons of shows that we cover in a wide spectrum of topics. We can't possibly plug them all. So for the easy checkout, you guys can go to geekyantics.net/schedule Thursday through Sunday, basically the whole weekend, plus a few days. Our biggest podcasting and streaming days for now. If you guys want to be in a part of any of our Geeky Antics here, you guys can. We're looking for podcast hosts, writers, broadcasters, streamers. So, guys, let's brainstorm and connect together. Don't forget, guys, all the music and outros and intros are provided royalty-free. Technoax.com. That's techno with a K. You guys go check him out. He's got some good quality music. But Yogizilla, where can they find you at, good sir?
I'm Yogizilla everywhere, particularly on Twitter and Xbox One these days. Simple and easy.
Light Tray Fuse is like yawn. Yeah, you caught the end of the show, bro. Lord Rakdos, where can they find you, man?
I'm Lord_Raktos. Anywhere do you care to look?
All right. Beard and hat.
Brand uniform. Beard and hat everywhere.
I don't know. You guys can check me out everywhere. Obi1X2. Really everywhere. If you guys listen to us on All Games